What's up, everybody? Dog1985. There's levels to this. I'm gonna make this quick video. When I decided that I was gonna get an Xbox Series X, the main reason why I made that choice was because I saw the value in Game Pass. Game Pass to me just makes too much sense. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go Xbox this route. I went PS4 last route. I got an Xbox One S later on in the life cycle, but I pretty much didn't use it. PS4 was my main gaming machine, right? Then when I got my PC took over and I was gaming on my PC way more than I did on my PS4. Just because the power, the convenience, just everything, right? But Game Pass to me made a lot of sense. So I went ahead and went the Xbox route this time. Now I had some people ask me, Doc, why are you getting Xbox Series X if you have a PC that can run Game Pass and some of the games run even better on the PC than they do on the Xbox Series X, which is true. Game Pass, some Game Pass games run better on my PC than they do on the Xbox Series X, regardless though. And I also have an Xbox One S. So what was the reasoning for me actually getting an Xbox Series X? There's no new games that are coming out for it right now. And if Game Pass was what I wanted, I had three platforms that I could use Game Pass on: my phone, my PC, and my Xbox One S. So, my main mistake was that I believed the Xbox Series X was going to work exactly the way PCs work, meaning any backwards compatible game was automatically going to look and run better. And it does, but to a certain extent. So I'll give you an example. Gears of War 4 on my 1660 Ti, I'm getting above 120 frames. How? I don't know, but the 1660 Ti is pushing over 120 frames on Gears of War 4. On my Xbox Series X, I'm not getting 120 frames. I'm getting 60 frames. Now, the huge difference is that my Xbox Series X can play the game at 4K. My 1660 Ti can't play the game at 4K. But depending on what type of gamer you are, typically you're going to choose frames over resolution. The game just runs a lot smoother and everything. But like I said, playing on my big on the big TV at 4K 60 was more than enough, more than satisfying, and I was just blown away by the experience. Like, all the Gears of War were amazing when I played them on my TV. They were awesome, right? But that question still lingered in my mind. Should I have gotten an Xbox Series X, or would I have been okay with just the One S? So I said, you know what? I got the One S still. Let me go ahead and connect it. I connected my One S, logged in, signed into my Game Pass, downloaded Gears of War 4, and I'm playing it. I'm actually playing it right now. It's on my One S right now. Oh, there's a difference. Oh, there's a difference. Like I said, there's levels to this. Listen, there's levels to this. The Xbox Series X runs Gears 4. Now, this is the only game that I've tested. Gears 4 way better than the One S. Gears 4 is a nice looking game. It is a very nice looking game. I promise you that. But I just played it for hours the last few days, right? On my Xbox Series X. Playing it right now on my One S, it looks like there's something missing. It looks like it's slower. It looks like there's like a film grain over it. It definitely drops frames in like high fire sequences. Not a lot, but enough where I could tell. On my Xbox Series X, no drop frames at all. At all. Like the it was, and if it did, I didn't know. It was just way too smooth. It was so smooth, it was ridiculous. The game looked better. I don't know if they upscaled it to 4K on the X. Oh, I think they did, because the Xbox Series X, Microsoft, you gotta fix this. This is ridiculous. The X is running the One X version of Gears 4. So the One S, this is ridiculous, is not running that version. So for me, yes, it made a difference. So for anyone out there, if you have a One S and you're wondering if you should upgrade to an Xbox Series X, I'm telling you, yes, you should. And here's something crazy too. Like I keep saying, yo, there's levels to this. When you get used to something, you don't understand what it's like until it's gone, right? So I have the One S connected, like I said, and all I wanted to do was go home, go to the settings, and load and look at what I had my display at on my One S. So I went ahead, went home, went to the settings, look at the display, whatever. Went back to go back into the game, and I forgot that the One S does not have quick resume. Now I didn't have to load up the entire game, like I was able to go back to the main menu or whatever. But it's not like the Series X, where like you go home, you come back, you're literally right where you left off. Like literally, you just hit the unpause button and you're going. It's ridiculous. That's a feature that I didn't know I wanted. I didn't know I wanted when I was playing on the PS4 or on my PC. I didn't know I wanted that feature, but it's something that now that I have it, I think is so cool. Like I just go from Netflix to a game, from a game to another game to YouTube, YouTube back to a game. Eventually, every once in a while, I don't know what's going on with the memory, something like it maybe doesn't remember, and it will have to load up the game again. But for the most part, if I'm only doing it with like 2 or 3 games, it's like seamless and it's impressive. I'm telling you, that quick resume feature is ridiculous, ridiculously impressive. But back to the topic at hand. The Series X is definitely worth getting over the One S. Definitely worth getting, even though there's no games right now, and even though you can get Game Pass on the One S. The experience, the way the games look, the way the games feel, is better. And I'll test out more games just to make sure. You guys let me know what games should I test out. Should I test out Gears 5? Or maybe I should test out older games to see to make it fair for the One S. You guys let me know what games I should test out between the One S and the Series X. But as far as Gears 4 goes, nah, there's a huge difference. Dog 195, yo, there's levels to this. And I'm glad I got the Series X. I thought I was gonna be like, man, maybe I shouldn't have gotten it, but nope. Still very satisfied. We out. Peace.